All right, guys, welcome. It's Larry Dog or Alpha 1, depending on how you know me. I've changed my name over the years, but you know what? Still the same guy. All right, here we go. So, I recorded a phenomenal freighter base tutorial on how to delete all this stuff, and it's gone. I don't know where it's at. Now I have the window open on another screen to make sure it's continuously recording. So anyway, we're going to do a derelict freighter mission to show you how to get the stuff you need to build out your base. Now, you can build out your base with just a couple pieces, but if you want to make it a little bit nicer, okay, look, navigator, okay, all right, he's standing in front of my console, so I'll chat with him real quick. Let's see, what's going on, guy? Happy day, yeah, so blah, 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 so I plan my expeditions. I must have, yes, I know, you don't have a fleet command room. We're working on that, okay, buddy? Now, just, I know, thank you. Now, I need you to get out of my way. You're kind of messing with my program here, brother, all right? That's why. That's his station. I got all turned around. Okay, this is my station. Okay, guys, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Now, base parts and upgrades. Okay. Now I've bought some of this stuff already. Okay, but when you get your freighter, you're gonna need salvage frigate modules. I'm gonna show you how to get those. And I've unlocked some of these things because I had some salvage frigate modules, and so I bought them. And I also wanted to buy the matter beam and this interstellar scanner. So this way, I can use the interstellar scanner once I install it to be able to scan systems I'm warping to. It makes it really nice. But anyway, the other thing we need are the other things I've bought here. The salvage frigate modules that I've been doing these frigate runs on. Okay, you need to be able to you need to be able to get the salvage frigate modules to get these. Okay, these are the ones I've unlocked. I've unlocked all of these except for the orbital exocraft because I'm not there yet. Didn't need to spend the money. I've never really done the nutrition rooms, but they are pretty. But we just don't need it right now. But the galactic trade room, the scanner room, the reinforced windows, and also the expansion room is really important to making your base feel big and nice. Now, the person I want to give credit to is Oda on YouTube, and he is phenomenal. I really love it. I mean, his tutorials on base building is basically what I'm teaching you there. But I have a little bit different way of doing it, obviously. And we're going to go into a little bit more detail on how to get salvage frigate modules. Okay, so we want to unlock all this stuff, and then you can unlock the look of your ship. Like I like white and black. But you can go with purple, blue, red. You can do whatever color you want, right? I haven't quite decided yet. I'm not going to worry about that right now. And then, and so we're going to go out of this, and then again, just go back in real quick, and you can see the additional storage. It's not even letting me get in there. I don't know why it's not letting me get in. Oh, because I don't have any bulkheads right now. So if I just click right here, you can go into the freighter, and you can see this is your technology slot, just like your starship has a technology slot and your exosuit has slots. I mean, here's your technology and your exosuit. There's your starship, right? And so your freighter has the same thing, technology and cargo spots. And you want to expand those, but they're not critical other than this technology slot up here. You want to get those. And in order to be able to do that, you have to get something called cargo bulkheads. Now, right here, that was a starship expansion from me just, junking all the ships that I find and things like that. And, but I believe... No, I don't have any other of the other ones right now. So let's go do a derelict freighter mission. All right, let's go do this. Because that is going to give us the ability to have some of this stuff. Okay, show you how to get. Ooh, you guys like my new ship I just bought? I know it's an old ship in the game, but it's pretty, right? It is pretty. I haven't upgraded anything in there yet. So we're going to go to my other ship that I got. Now this, the little beauty, is an S-class. It's exactly the same process as we did before in, like, I think the second or third video of going and finding the Sentinel ship. And so this is another Sentinel ship. It just happened to be an S-class when I found it. Yeah. Alrighty, so I do not believe that this is the right system. Nope, that's my homeworld system. And what I was supposed to do is get in the teleporter, but now I know why I was going to the space station. Because I don't have a teleporter on the freighter anymore, guys. All right, let's go do this real quick. Let's get to the space station. Yeah, righty, down here. Can't warp yet, or not. Well, I can't pulse yet because I'm too close to my ship. Here we go. All right, right there. Now, one of the things that we're going to do after we build out the base, I think we're going to do the base building, hopefully in the next segment, and it's just basically it doesn't take long at all, but I want to show you how I set up my base. A little different than how some other people do it. I like to have a big outside area and some elevated areas, and I'll show you all of that. But there's two things. If you guys haven't done a lot of different missions, and you haven't watched too many YouTube videos on No Man's Sky, then I feel like I'm really obligated to show you this, okay? So, I'm going to pretend I don't have any of these things, and we're just going to go ahead and start from scratch here, okay? Okay. I heard y'all there. I just appreciate that. All right, here we go. Let's get in there. So, you go to the right of the space station. You go back here, and underneath the staircase is the scrap dealer. He's in every single system, okay? Now, this guy will sell you acquire coordinates. Now, just to be clear, these coordinates that we're going to acquire for $5 million on the space station, on the anomaly, I forgot the guy's name, but anyway, the guy, when you go up the first ramp on the right, there's a guy there to the right, and he'll give you one of these once a week. But I'm just doing what I know. So we're going to have an emergency signal scanner. I'm going to come down here, and here is my emergency signal scanner. Okay. Now I have a bunch of stuff in here from getting ready for my base. And I'm going to take some of these, and I'm just going to go. Ooh, the freighter only has 2 spots. Not the freighter, but the starship. There we go. I want to put stuff in the starship. Okay. So we're going to put the starship. Has plenty of room. And what we're making space for is when we go. Let's see. Yeah, I don't need the warp things right now. I don't need that. That, by the way, if you want silver, which you're going to need silver, you can go buy aronium. Okay, and then refine it, and it will make silver very, very quickly, like very fast. So I really do appreciate those. So I'm not going to need those. I'm not going to need any data, but wiring looms, very expensive, very important. But we don't need this stuff in our inventory right now. What we need is a freed up inventory to be able to go do these derelict freighters. Okay, I'm gonna might as well put those in here too. Take that. Okay, we got our signal scanner. We're doing good. And now, the next thing we're going to do is I actually have already done this. I've already gone to the anomaly, and I've already bought a personal refiner. Now, I'm not going to use it in this episode because I want you guys just to see how to do it. But just to let you know, once you activate the scanner and you're pulsing towards the derelict freighter, as soon as you see the derelict freighter and you're like right in front of it, you can take this and it'll switch from saying emergency signal scanner to active. and then you can put it in the refiner and then go through the derelict freighter, get your stuff, get your S-class upgrades, all that stuff, get everything. And then when you pulse drive away from it, you pull it out of the refiner, and then you can reuse it again. So you can reuse as many times you want. I do that just because what I'm going to do is run through the freighter really quick and just grab the S-class upgrade at the end. And then, or the bulkhead that I need for those 2 things I showed you about. But this time right now, what I'm going to do is show you all the stuff you can get from a derelict freighter, okay? And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm actually going to put more of this stuff because you do get quite a bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and move some of this stuff in here because you can't access your starship. As much. So look at all this room I have. Well, I don't know why I'm making room. That's crazy. But so just to let you know, Sith Lord Crouton is my son's name, Sam, and he is one of the Gents. And so he and I just jumped from system to system to system, and we went and upgraded all of our slots. Not 100%. We did 100% of the technology, and then we did a bunch of the cargo, and we're going to have to still do more of the cargo. But anyway, let's get back on this. Sorry for the delay here, but we're not going to fly to the system. What we're going to do is we're going to go here to the our portal. We're going to go to our portal that we got last time. And we're going to jump to a system that has very specific coordinates. Okay. Okay, here we are at our portal, and I had to get my glyphs visible so I could see them. Yeah, just screenshots I have. Okay, here we go. Activate portal, and let's input the glyphs. So it is that guy, that guy, that guy, that guy. I know it's helpful for me to say that too, by the way. All right. I think it's the sunrise. That's the dinosaur. Obviously the boat, and then the wormhole. I don't know what that is. Another bird, and then get ready to pause the video because right after I put this next one up, it's going to go away. But this is the system right here. So pause that and go through that as much as you need to. Input those glyphs, and then let's get running. Now it'll bring our ship, obviously, right in to where we're going. So the place we're going is a system that somebody found a long time ago, and you'll see. Let's see here. See, there's just bases all over the place. I am going to confirm by going into X and then going into photo mode right here that this is the right place. So down the lower left-hand corner, it's bird. I don't know what that is. And then bird, and then hat, or sunrise, sorry. And then that thing again. And then hat, or I'm sorry, sunrise, dinosaur, boat, and then swirly thing, bird, and the bug. Okay, so we are on the right system. Just for some reason, it looks different. But you see all these, it looks different from the last time I was here, which is really weird. Okay, but you see all these bases here, right? There's all these bases. Ooh, that guy gives away copper and oxygen. Nice. That's nice. Okay, but these bases are so people can just come to their base, right? And then just take off and go do these missions. This really, really looks different. Yeah, but anyway, we'll go. So you get off, you get off the planet, you start pulsing, then you go into your inventory. You go down to your little guy that you just bought. You hit E to tune to the freighter. It finds it. It's the lower right-hand corner. Once it finds it, it says, hey, space signal detected, and there's your freighter. Okay. Now, normally at this point, this is where I would go. See, this says this is an active scanner, and I would take this and put it in here, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to go ahead and use it and go through the freighter, the derelict freighter, the correct way, so that you guys know how to do it the right way. Because it'll use up that active scanner. Whoops. This ship is way too powerful. Okay. Alrighty. So here we go. So the freighter has all kinds of little things. I'm just holding down E to collect all those little things. You don't want to hold down E when you're inside the freighter because there's things you don't want to activate. But these little guys, you can easily just pick them up. Here is the heater. You don't have to turn those on. They're automatically helping you out. There is a light that you can turn on, but that's about it. So let's unlock the door. So collect emergency supplies. See, it says one active receiver to do this now. So I wonder if it will do it. Let's collect emergency supplies. Right, okay. And then there goes my receiver is gone now out of my inventory. I'm also going to collect these. So as you can see here, now the stuff that I got, we get life support, ion batteries, repair kits, ferrite dust, quite a bit. All right. So now here is the derelict freighter mission. So we're going to go in, and if you press scan, everything that you want to go and take care of is going to be highlighted. You don't want to go to the canisters. Come on. Lots of little stuff in your way. So you want to make sure you use these. By the way, Sith Lord Crouton was the one who told me about the scanning. I actually didn't know that. I had been doing derelict freighters for a long time and didn't know you could just scan them to see which ones to go to. So at first, at new, it's really, really helpful. Okay, so I'm going to go along here. Now, the way you navigate through this, because I don't know if you can tell, but my temperature was dropping really bad, and this little heater, let's see, where is the heater? No, I don't know. Oh, there it is. There's the heater. So the heater helped me out quite a bit and restored my health. So don't open that one. You want to open up this one and that one, and we're looking for little log snippets along the way as well. Yeah, thermal protection's falling. We're going to open up these. You see all the things I'm getting every time I do that. Now, this is really important. You want to go where these two light blue squares are, and that's where you want to go. If you want to go through it really fast, that's what you do. I'm going to back up to this heater real quick, and I'm just going to restore my heat. There we go. And this is that first room, and we're just going to keep on going. Up, come on, back to it. Let's go. Let's open the door. Just looking around. Okay, so I'm going to grab these. And let's hit the scan again. Oh, this is the log snippets that you want to get. You got to go through these. You're not going to get hurt, and you're not going to lose health if you're in a log snippet. So you're not going to worry about that. You don't want to release those guys. All right, not healthy. Let's go this way. Because our door is right there, so let's make sure we go around this side of the room. Get all of our little log snippets. I'm not going to read them. I'm going to let you read them. Take your time. Okay? All right. You want to get all these oxygen and things like that. Very helpful. Okay. Storm crystals. This passage I have not gone down yet, but let's see if we get hurt going down it. I think this is a room. Yeah, I've been in this one. So you want to get this one. You want to find a heater pretty quick. Is that the heater right there? Yeah, it's already on. So okay, let's another log snippet. Okay. Oh, so we found the credentials. That'll help us access the computer. So this is not hard. You can see, you just kind of go around, do everything you need to do. Watch out, though. So if you're in this system, if you come to the coordinates I sent you, everything's going to look just like this. Because it is, the freighter will look the same, and you've already basically been through it with me, and that'll make a big difference. All right, come on, come on, come on. What do we got here now? There we go. And don't open that one. There's the heater to warm you up. Scavenge that. Ooh, new building part, heavy-duty furniture. Thank you very much. Okay, that's the door we're going in. Let's make sure there's nothing else in the center. We can use that quick scan thing by make sure there's nothing else we haven't already opened. Yep. Okay. I know I missed that one. I'm trying to focus on getting through this and doing it right. Okay, here we go. Woo, another building part. It's good stuff. Okay, another log snippet. Okay, and there's the first computer we're going to go use. Okay, going to go around the room here. You do not want to hit those little green guys there. They will shoot back at you. It's really the only danger on this is getting into those things. Okay, let's go over here. There. There. Some of these things are stupid that you get. Some of them are very important. Alright. Those are expensive. And did I already get this one? Yeah, I did. Okay, let's look around the room. So, I didn't get this one yet over here. And let's just scan. Got everything. And then, I don't know if I already looked at this log snippet. I think it normally would have said visited if I had seen it. But you want to get them all. If you're doing the whole mission. Right? So this time I'm doing the whole mission. Okay, so we're going to go into here. You can read all this, take your time. But basically it wants to know, you want to access the crew manifest. Tells you what happened to the crew. And then it wants, I believe it wants to know, hey, update the bioscan because you have the crew, you have those credentials that you picked up along the way, right? There we go. So we got the crew manifest. That's important. We need that. Okay, we're not going to use the teleporter because that'll just take us back to the entrance. There's a box. There's the heater. Don't need to turn that on. I've already told you guys that. And then if I were you, I would use the ladder. Because when I haven't used the ladder, it's kind of like 6 to 1, half dozen the other, whether you get damaged or not. You can really get hurt by not taking the ladder. So there you go. I encourage you to take the ladder. All right. We're getting close. Got tainted metal, very important. You can only buy certain things with tainted metal. More log snippets. Now, I have also, just to be really clear, I have really good protection. I'm just going to show you in here. So I have, these are all water protections, but these are just, you know, S-class upgrades. So shield strength, core strength, shield strength, all those things. And then these things as well. Cold resistance, cold resistance, cold resistance. And then this is supercharged. This is sitting on a supercharged slot. So that's one of the reasons why it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I don't absolutely have to be by the heater. But that's why this is fairly easy for me. You see, I just got that little hyperdrive. Got some units. Let's go over here. Let's go this side. I don't remember. I've never really been down these corridors before. I usually use this to get the thing at the end. Just run through it and get the thing at the end. But I'm showing you how to get the full use and the full benefit out of the derelict freighters. More tainted metal. Tainted metal is very good currency. It's hard to come across. Alrighty. So that's been opened. That's been opened.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
get by the heater and then go over here, another log snippet. Okay, and then the thing below it. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. And let's go to the next room. We're getting close to the end here. Don't need to turn on those heaters. I swear to you, I know I don't need to turn on the heaters, but for some reason my brain wants to turn on the heaters. And so it's like, I want to be warm. So it's just, oh, the fun of being me. Here we go. So obviously those aren't, you don't want to get the canisters because they're unstable. I have no idea. I've never heard of anybody opening them. I don't know what would happen if you did open it, and I don't want to learn. You'd probably die. Okay. Probably Google it. So I'm just going to scan this room real quick. Come back over here. All right. Now, almost done. Another log snippet. Alright, let's get the thing down below it. So far I have not seen that I have received a... Let's see, got that one, that one. Here we go. Go to this little guy right there and get that one. Narrow duct. And then we're going to go get this one. I think. Yeah, we'll go this way. We'll go over here. This is part of the storyline, doing these. And remember, I picked up the captain's log and all that stuff, so I'm just going to say he's deceased. But I have his credentials, so I'm going to log in as the cadet. Read the captain's log. You can sell the captain's log later at the space station or the pirate space station. You get different things depending on which one you do. You can read all the lore of this stuff yourself, so you can learn all about the game. And there is the captain's log. Okay, now we're not going to use that teleporter, but we want to avoid those guys, and we do want to get both of these. I don't think there's anything else over there. Oh, do I need to read that one? Hopefully I don't mess up that guy in the ceiling. Don't think I need this. Yeah, but I got nanites, and I didn't open these yet, so. Tainted metal, neuroducts. Now let's get into the good room. This is the good room right here. Okay, so this is the final computer right there. Let's go around the room and pick up any last bit things. So, just like I said, grab everything that you can grab, because I'm not quite sure what gives you the salvage frigate module, but that only comes from doing the whole entire mission in here, and I don't know exactly what that is that triggers getting you that. I haven't seen it yet, but I don't want to take the time to go through my inventory yet. So we're just going to go through this whole entire room. Is there anything sitting in the middle of the room that I need? Nope. Let's see what's in. Nothing over there. Let's go get this guy. This other log snippet, kind of hiding. Kind of strange place for it to be. Alright, more nanites. And I'm not going to open those things. Let's go here. And another log snippet. And is that it? Alright. So, my heating, I need to reboost my heating real quick before I go into that. So I'm just going to, there we go. Fill that back up, run back over. This is the fastest you can run, by the way, guys. And here we go. So you can just run right through the whole entire thing and come straight to this computer. Okay, you absolutely can do that. And then just click fabricate items. You don't have to have gone through all the computers. You don't have to have done anything. This is still going to let you. The bulkhead is going to be the same at any other freighter. You just get a bulkhead that lets you expand your either technology or your storage. The fabricate technology upgrade is why we're in this system. And that is going to get me an S-class technology upgrade because we're in this system. There it is. Look at that. Salvage fleet trade unit. Right? So there we go. Now you activate this. Stand in front of it. Teleport and back right up. There you go. Now you're right back at the beginning. And you're done. There you go. Run back to your ship. There you go. All right, let's leave. And let's head to, I don't know why it's still showing as that being the active mission there, but we're just going to go ahead and shoot towards where the space station is. Let's see. I don't see where the space station is. So, that's crazy. You guys don't see it. I'm just going to leave this area. It's probably the reason because I'm still right over the freighter. There it goes. Yeah, that's what it is. So, let's go here. Let's go to the space station. Now, I could just go to my freighter. It doesn't really make a difference what I do right now, but I want to offload the crew manifest. You can see it's lost in space. Offload the crew manifest. Find interested buyers at the space station. So let's go see what our options are. So, derelict freighters, you could have, like I said, you could have just, whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. Don't know where it was going. You could have just run through that place, run through that derelict freighter very, very quickly, and just ran through it. Oh, I came in a little hot. There you go. Like I said, you could just go in, look for the 2 light blue squares, and just go through that door, and then go to the next room and do the same thing. Just keep going through it till you hit all the light blue squares, and then you'll be in the last room, and you can just take your thing and go on your way, and then do that. But I just do want to show you here. So our little $5 million thing is gone. That's because it took it, right? And we have this S-class upgrade for my freighter. That's a deployable freighter upgrade, right? And can be redeployed onto your capital ship to improve the trading abilities of your fleet. So that looks like it'll be helpful. This is a hyperdrive module that I got on the freighter, and I don't know, let's see, where is that one used? For my starship. It's a C-class, and now everything's overloaded because of it. It's not that great, so I'm just going to go ahead and dismantle it, and that'll get me 75 chromatic metal and 13 manganese ferrite, and then 1 wiring loop. So, boom, there you go. Extra stuff. Why not? Let's go back here. And so we can sell all this stuff, but let's get rid of our crew manifest. Is that what this is? That's the crew manifest. And then the captain's log. Where did that? Oh, there it is. The captain's log, right? Now, let's go. I want to show you. So you see there's 2 places lit up right now. You can take it upside to the up to the guild, and he will let you trade that to him, and he will give you higher standing. So let's look at your standing. Look at my standing real quick, right? So we'll go here. We're going to go to right there. And so my standing with the GEC, I'm most favored. Ooh, all right. So, but that's really not that high. You can next one's Trade Lord, and I'm not sure what the next one is. So it just keeps going higher and higher and higher. But selling this to this guy will actually increase that standing, maybe 1 or 2 whole things. And so he's talking to you, he's saying, hey, donate your crew manifest, right? And so you can just upgrade with the GEC. Now I may do that because my freighter is run by GEC, and I probably would help me to have that. But this guy down here, see, he says, friend, I can smell it, right? So if I sell my crew manifest to him, I can get the some tainted metal. So that's the crew manifest to him and the captain's log upstairs. So let's do that. Okay, a lot of tainted metal, which is phenomenal, right? And you can buy stuff from this guy with tainted metal, right? Oh, I can sell him the captain's log too and get more tainted metal, but I don't want to do that. I want to increase my standing as well. So with the GECs. So let's increase our standing here. Donate captain's log, right? Now it immediately takes you to, hey, do you want to donate some of these things, or do you want, and you can't, or redeem any things because I am still, my GEC standing increased 3, which is fantastic. So let's go, let's actually go into here again, and I'm still most favored, so it didn't do that much, but it did go up to 20, right? So it takes a long time, guys, to earn standing with each of these factions. And there's the GEC, there's these guys. You gotta, they're all 3 factions, and then there's also the Mercenaries Guild, which is different. There's just so many different standings and stuff like that. It's crazy. Okay, let's go sell some of our stuff that we just got from the Derelict freighter. Let's go into sell, and so these descented bottles, look at that, 23.7% discounted. So I'd only be getting 8,000, but even if you did was 23% higher, so what? It's $8,000. I'm just not going to get a bunch of them, so I'm going to go ahead and sell those. The nip buds, you can give those to, I think it's the GEC, and make them really happy. So we should do that. Storm crystals, yeah, we can sell that. These can be refined for nanites real easy. Let's just I'll do that in a second. All right, go down here a little bit. Or I call it catnip. It's GEC nip. You can use that to increase your standing with the GEC. And yeah, you can use this for building, so I might as well keep that. The larva core is mostly just for money, and then these neural ducts. Now, what I could have done easily is just use the transporter there and gone to another system that deals with trading better, and I probably could have made another 20% on top of that, but that's not that big of a deal to me. So let's go out and call in the freighter. Look at all these ships. Alrighty. There's that bad boy. And as you can see, I've already bought some frigates. They're coming in right now. I did stumble across another battle that were, the same type of battle where I got this ship. That was like second or third video, and so if you defeat it again, you have a chance to actually recruit some pirate frigates. So I have a couple pirate frigates and then some of the other frigates. The reason you want to buy frigates is to start frigate missions, but we haven't done that. We have not done any missions yet. And you want to know how I know we haven't done any frigate missions yet? It's because you guys haven't seen it, right? I'm just showing you what I'm doing, right? Now, there's a few things in the background I've done just from, looking around and doing different things and stuff like that. So let's go up here. The other thing I haven't looked yet is I don't think I got a salvaged frigate module in any of that, did I, guys? I did not get a salvaged frigate module. I did get an S-class fleet trade unit. We should upgrade that. And I could have gotten a bulk freighter head, but I didn't do that, and that again would have let us upgrade one of these or one of these. And so these right here are from these missions that I'm going on. Okay, so let's go and install this one and see what it is. It may be just like the other ones, it may not be, but this says it's a, so this one is a market analysis AI, a piece of fleet coordination hardware salvaged from a wreck. The unit has been repackaged and inserted alongside freighter for long-range communications array. So that's nice, right? And so this one's different, that one's different, and so each one of these is different. Like this one's improvements for combat and defense and stuff like that. So 15%, 15%, 15%, 15%, 15%. So those are all good. And then this is that long-range transmitter. But the reason I can't access anything in my freighter is because we haven't put in the freighter base. And I am going to show you guys that next time, because you need to go get yourself some derelict freighters and go through all of it, you know, go through a bunch of them a number of times and get yourself some okay, sorry. Get some of these guys right here, okay? Woo! I did not mean to go into the warp. I did not mean to go into warp, guys. Woo! All right, let's go back over here. And right there. So additional base parts. So you want to get yourself some salvaged frigate modules. And then you also want to get the S-class upgrades for your ship. So we're going to do that. Get the bulkheads too. Sometimes go do those freighter missions. Get some bulkheads. And then sometimes do the S-class. But if you keep doing the same freighter over and over and over again, it's going to be easier because you'll go faster and faster and faster through it. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Hey, like and subscribe. I really do appreciate that. It means a lot to me. It helps YouTube know that some people are watching. And, you know, once again, I talk to you guys later.